All of a sudden, though, the talk is Forest, can they do it? And Forest are in there. They're fighting away. Simon doesn't think they've got enough to do it, nor does Danny. We'd love them to do it. You and I would love them to do it.
Well, do you think they're going to win the league?
I think they've got a very good chance of winning the league. I'm not Mystic Meg, so I can't tell you now, yes, they're going to win it. I think they have an excellent chance of winning the league title.
We should make him put a wager on it. See how much his convictions, how deep his belief system is. Well, Jim, I'll have a bet that they won't win the league. I'm prepared to back it up with cash.
You've got to give him odds, though.
What kind of cash are you talking about?
Well, even monies. I'll bet you a certain amount of money, and whoever gets the win goes to some particular charity.
Yeah, but you can't have a split bet.
All right.
It's an outside bet.
Well, are you getting involved in, are you? Or are you keeping your hand firmly in your pocket?
Yeah,
Danny's got a house move on. And
that's true.
And I've got a dodgy washing machine. But what are we talking about? Are we talking about double digits? I mean, 50 quid or something like that.
100 quid.
100 quid.
100 quid.
Nottingham Forest players, Mr. Marinakis, if you're listening this morning, I'm risking 100 Scottish pounds against Simon Templar's £100. I say Nottingham Forest will win the Premier League. And Mr. Templar is saying, a.k.a. Simon Jordan, is saying Liverpool, presumably.
I'm saying Nottingham Forest won't win the league.
You're saying, all right, anybody but Forest. All right, but you're saying Nottingham Forest. Although you'd like them to win the league, and I know you would.
Indeed, I would.
Because you talk fondly about them.
I think it's a great club.
Yeah,
Brilliant
sure.
club.
All right, I go Forest, you go anybody else. Let me say, if any text, if any message sums up where a fan is with their club at the moment, it's you, Anna. Big Forest fan, Anna. Good morning to you. Jim, I was at the game last night. I don't think we're going to win the title. I'm kind of with Simon and Danny, right? But we'd be delighted with a European place of any description. We've got a team of cohesion, clever recruitment. Milinkovic has shored up the defence. As Simon says, we play to our strengths. Tight defence, rapid attack in the counter. The team believes in the system and it shows. The City Ground last night was the loudest we've ever heard it. Let me tell you, we're loving it. This is an epic season. What a great message, Anna. There is a fan who's happy with what our team is doing.
And you look at the Forest side of the late 70s, that was the great Forest side, and you look at all the players that they brought in. You had Kenny Burns that was morphed from a centre forward into a centre back. You had Larry Lloyd that once upon a time was a Liverpool reject to some extent. You had people that you'd never heard of, like Martin O'Neill and other players like John Robinson that had not
Ian Bowyer
and Dave Needham. Then they put Shilton, and so they've got a great goalkeeper. So there's a lot of synergy between this Forest side without the big names in it and the Forest side that came up with Peter with that centre forward and Tony Woodcock and all these different players.
But one thing, you're adamant this Forest side will not win the Premier League title.
I'm not adamant. I just don't believe that this is the way that this will play out. Now, of course, the wonderful exception that disproves the rule is Leicester City. Yeah. And if lightning strikes twice in the Midlands, then fantastic.
Exactly. Danny, it's your belief, and correct me if I'm wrong, the title is Liverpool's?
Yeah, I think so. Pretty sure.
Forest are not going to win the title.
No, I think it would take a big fall off for Liverpool.
Many Forest fans getting in touch, not to put you two right, but to give their side of it. And I'm delighted about that. Devon is a big Forest fan. Devon, you're first up. Good morning. Are you in the title race, Dev?
Good morning, guys. Brilliant show as always.
Thanks, Devon.
Yeah, I would like to say we are still in this title race. I don't know why we keep getting told that it could be Arsenal that's the one competing when we're currently above them. I feel like we're playing amazing football. That's something that we haven't seen for a very long time. We're playing to our strengths massively, hitting people on the counter. And as you saw from last night's game against Liverpool, we're a hard team to break down at the back. We have the two centre-backs who have absolutely done incredibly for us, which costing us very little money as well at the same time, which I think is incredible.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be hard for us to get in there to actually win it, but I don't say we're out of the title race. I think we are still in that title race. It's going to be a hard one for us to beat Liverpool with the way they're performing, but I don't think we can turn around and say that Forest aren't in the title race.
Great call. Devon, thank you for that. Devon seems to be working in a manhole there. I'm not sure what was going on. Lynn, good morning. Big Forest fan. Are you in the race for the title, Lynn?
Oh, we are in the race indeed. I love the show, lads, as well.
Good morning.
Thank you, Lynn. Good morning.
First thing I want to say right now, though, is, listen, like Clough said, don't be stupid enough to write us off. We're here for the win. We win defensively. That's what we do. We win defensively. Our defence is class. I think Matt Sells is underappreciated. Gets so many clean sheets. But when you have two-star defenders like Milenkovic, Murillo, like we've got options as well. But I think the defence is going to win us it. And let's go. We'll see. Bye, Villa.
Yeah, well, it's a good point, Lynn. Lynn's indicator's still going on. Mirror, indicate, manoeuvre. Danny, as we know, that titles can be won with a club, with a team that's got a really stiff defence, and Forest seem to have created one.
Of course they can, yeah. I mean, they've got some... Look, it's amazing what they've done so far. The end of February starts getting really tough. They've got Arsenal, City, Newcastle away, Fulham away, games like that. So we'll see if they carry on.
Yeah.
Then we'll have another chat. But
yeah,
I think right now you have to go with the obvious experience and strength and depth of Liverpool, and I also expect Arsenal to do business. They're not going to leave it as it is. They're going to bring one or two in the attacking areas, which will give them a kick and a boost. So
okay.
If they get Champions League, they've climbed Everest.
Yes,
it would be an amazing season for them, and I think the majority of the fans accept that. But why not dream? Why not have fans who do want to believe?
Exactly. Luke, big Forest fan, are you dreaming? Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you? All right.
Good, thanks, mate. Go on. You're right to dream if you are dreaming, but can you win this thing?
I think we've got a chance. Mathematically, we've still got a chance, and I think while we've got that chance, we've just got to keep on going. At the end of the day, I think, was it Anna who texted in before, anywhere in Europe would be a great achievement for us, and I'll very much look forward to the days out next year, no matter what competition we're in. But I wouldn't mind hearing that Champions League theme tune again at the City Ground, really.
Actually, Luke, live on talkSPORT, tell me right now what pleases you most about your Forest side.
It's a bit surreal, to be honest, and I think that's the most pleasing thing. I never thought that we'd be in this position from watching us, in League One, in the Championship, and having gone to games for years and years. I never, ever thought that we'd be in a position where people would be talking about us in the light they are at the moment, and the defensive cohesion, the desire to win the ball, to put bodies on the line and nick goals on the counter. You just can't argue with it at the minute. It's great.
Absolutely. Luke, thanks for that. We'll finish with Mark, who's a big fan of Nottingham Forest. You must be loving what you're seeing, Mark. You'd love it even more if you can lift this title, right?
Absolutely. But I think I would just say one thing to Danny and Simon.
Yeah.
As the great Brian Clough said, nothing is certain in life, not in football anyway.
What do you think, percentage-wise? What chance you give your team of doing it?
About 9%, 8 or 9%. Very unlikely, but it's definitely possible.
Definitely possible. Would be a story and a half, Simon, wouldn't it?
There are certain things that are certain in life, like death and taxes.
Yes. There's Al, the Arsenal fan. Good morning to you, Al. First off, guys, you're all looking great. You're all looking great today. Thanks for that, Al. Simon, did you notice the kits the clubs were wearing last night?
I mentioned it yesterday before the game, saying I hope they do wear what they originally used to wear in the 70s, which was the Liverpool in white and black.
Well, Al has picked up on that. You mentioned it yesterday, Simon. Classic Forest and Liverpool in white and black. It evoked memories of years gone by when they were both at it, and they were both at it last night. All the very best. God bless Al, the Arsenal fan. Of course, the North London derby tonight. Al, the Arsenal fan, will be rooting for the Gunners against Ange's Tottenham. We'll be talking about that further down the line with Danny. Of course we will. Meantime, Chelsea, where are they?